Wendi Faircloth from Villa La Paz with this month's training tip. We have already talked about sit up and how to get a dog to sit up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to get a dog to roll over. I have my dog Secret, and I just recently taught Secret how to roll over. She's kind of a funny little dog. At first, she doesn't like to expose her belly. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, because I know a lot of people say, oh, my dog they don't physically want to roll over because it's a kind of a submissive thing for them to expose their bellies. So we're going to go over some steps to get a dog to roll over. The first thing we need a dog to do is to lie down to get them to roll over. And then the next step that we need them to do, see how she's square, lie down. See how she's square on her rear? She cannot, her hips are square, meaning both of her feet are under her. She cannot physically roll over from this position. So the first step, and the first step that everybody fails to get with their dog, is to get them to roll on a hip. So when I first taught Secret to roll over, free, good girl, I got her to roll on her hip. Lie down. Because she naturally just goes into a square position with her hips. So I would first reward her getting on her hip. And then the next thing that I wanted her to do is to be able to put her head down on the ground, good girl, and kind of assume that position. Okay, so I got her on her hip, and then I got her to roll over on her side. Once you get them, good girl, lie down. Once you get them to roll on a hip, good girl, and get them to roll over, then I just use their momentum, okay? Good girl. And get them to roll completely the whole way over. But my first step, and it took me a few days to get her to roll on her hip. And now, free, good girl, lie down. Good girl. And now I just use the treats to help her physically move over finish the roll. Lie down. Okay, so she's in a square position. I get her to roll on her side. Good girl. And then I usually follow it up with tossing the treats off to the side. Lie down. A couple things I want to caution everybody. Try not to go too fast. You're not going to get a rollover in one day if that's what you're thinking. Okay, so first step, get them rolling on their hip and make sure you reward them for the position that you want, and that's rolling over on the hip. Then I need her to feel comfortable enough to get rewarded for actually being kind of on her back. And then once we get those two steps, and they take each step takes a few days. There's the one step, two step, then free, good girl, lie down. Then we can get the whole thing. So that was this month's tricks training tip from Villa La Paz. And Secret is going to say goodbye. Wave bye.